and welcome back to yet another dazzling new episode of Bedazzled with me, Zora Amin. So UAE has now finally made it official that the nation is 100% open to events and gatherings. So after a year of online get-togethers and a year of low-key exhibits, Gulf Food opened up to a packed participation. One of the world's largest annual food and beverage trade exhibition, the 26th edition of one of the most important food and hospitality shows in the world, is here with almost 5,000 exhibitors participating from over 120 countries.
Us as a local company, we find it as a very nice way to introduce ourselves also to the international visitors. Well, we're selling primarily the long life milk and the camel milk powder, which is for the export countries, but locally also we're introducing and presenting the overall our portfolio, which is overall dairy and fresh and long life. Then the fresh juice, we also have a significant business in the chicken and the eggs. Recently, we have launched the Greek yogurt protein drinks to the market, and we're using the opportunity to showcase them on Gulf Food and introduce the new flavors launched. Over the next 1 year, we are hoping to a bit more expand our footprint in Dubai and Sharjah and Northern Emirates. We are quite significantly working on extending our portfolio both in dairy and poultry, and we are trying to bring a lot of innovation on more a healthier platform in the segment to satisfy the growing needs of a growing population looking for immunity, digestion and similar.
We have a lot of new products. There are a lot of vegan products in the Indian ready-to-eat category. We've launched a new range of exotic sauces, so more like the Indian Chinese sauces. So we have a range of pickled gherkins, which is actually people are not aware, but India is one of the largest exporters and growers of pickled gherkins. So that's another sector that we're taking care of. We have a new range of 4 new chutneys that we're adding on. Chutneys is one of our largest categories in our portfolio, the 3rd largest category. And we're just here to expand, sell some more, yeah.
Being in a brand like Eastern, and we are getting more and more presence, more and more inquiries from GCC countries and all. That's really pushed us to the next level of serving the Arab consumers. Last year, April, we have launched our Arabic set of products. It's like 32 new SKUs we launched after having a lot of R&D and after having a lot of research behind. So we have launched our new category of Arabic products. So this year also, we are pushing that products and we are getting more and more inquiries for that. So after having the merger with MTR, this is actually our first Gulf Food. So hoping for the best, and we are expecting a more and more brighter and great growth ahead in the coming years.
The event was amazing. I think it was much more larger than the last year. There were a lot of restrictions due to COVID. People couldn't travel across the region.
We are selling RKG Classic Ghee, which is our main product. Then we have an organic ghee and a gingerly oil, which was launched last year. We are also planning to launch a mustard oil soon. Compared to the previous years, I think we need to catch up a little bit more. We cannot see that old crowd still, but compared to last year, it's much better.
Our own channel hosts a brand new show now, Baba wa Ana, food and fun with father and son.
Chef Marwan, could you please tell us how was the experience shooting the Baba wa Ana TV show with Ibrahim?
It was really amazing, especially working with Ibrahim. He's a very talented son, and especially the team was really professional and amazing. It runs very smoothly, and we really enjoy the show. It was a lot of fun.
Was it joyous? Did you guys have a lot of fun on the show, or was it more about like following rules and being strict, or was it a fun ride overall?
I know that Ibrahim is trying to tease me out, throwing things over me and trying to play around, but it was really amazing. We had a lot of fun. We cook together, and he really know now how to make some of the recipes. He's enjoying it, and I'm sure he's gonna be continue cooking at home and doing a lot of stuff.
So Ibrahim, can you tell me how was the experience? How was the entire ride of working with Chef Marwan on the show?
I had so much fun and amazing experience. I love to cook. That's the first time like I cook with the fire and do ingredients.
What was your favorite or most memorable experience working with Chef Marwan on the show?
My favorite memory, I remember we did a milkshake, strawberry milkshake.
Hema, the Dutch chain that is categorized by relatively low pricing of innovative housewares with original design and also a part of the apparel group, graciously played host for the launch of the show at their store. Let's have a look.
Could you please tell me what is Hema Amsterdam all about?
So Hema is a brand. I mean, it's not just a brand, it's a history. If you see, Hema was born in 1926. So it's almost 100 years of something like product, something like quality. Hema symbolizes an idea to make a daily life. It's a daily brand. You know, you see products which are used in a daily life. So it symbolizes on the fact that we have to make a daily life easy and fun. There are a lot of players in the market who do similar things but cannot do the same thing like Hema does.
So what makes Hema so special?
Hema is very special in a lot of ways. Hema is very unique in its designs. Hema is extraordinary when it comes to affordability at that quality and sustainability. These are the 4 parameters on which you can judge Hema, and you can say Hema is a lot different from the rest of the players in the market. Hema is a store where you can find almost everything with the ease and peace of mind that this quality is going to remain longer, durable, sustainable. So Hema is very special in that way. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much.
With that, it's time for a quick break, but we'll be back with another dose of inspiration. Raid Barkawi, a long-serving editor-in-chief of Al Khalij newspaper, has penned his thoughts and experiences over the last 3 decades in a tribute to His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. The book titled Dare to Dream, How His Highness Made His Dream of Dubai Come True, launched at the Emirates Airline Festival of Literature, and highlights how the vision and leadership of Sheikh Mohammed turned Dubai into a success story and a leading global hub.
This is my home. I had one job of my life, which is newspaper, Al Khalij, which is something like over 30 years. And I start with this trainee reporter. I end up with the chief editor of Al Khalij, or executive chief editor. And I'm happy. I will not move. It's my home. Actually, it was during Corona pandemic, sitting home in the night after we finished newspaper. We have a lot of time, so we said, you know, we have to do something to make our time, something like busy more. And always I used to come, and remember, I used to come from my office in Sharjah to my home in Dubai. Always I used to enjoy and love to drive my car after midnight, after I finished my headlines in the newspaper, in the street, and see how beautiful Dubai became. Because when you're talking about 35 years ago, we used to know 3, 4, 5 places. Now we're talking about 30,000 places, a lot of places. So this, all of it is behind it is a story, and the story is somebody has to done signature in the story, which is His Highness Sheikh Mohammed. So we grow in business, follow him. I know everything's about the airlines, travel sometime with him. So it became His Highness, but became friendship and family and everything. So I asked about him. So and he's happy. He said we have to, because we're telling story of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed, and who wrote it is somebody close to Sheikh Ahmed as well. Yeah. And the English version will be in 2 months. Inshallah, we like to do it before end of Expo. and the headline is going to be Dare to Dream.
Our expert Vidhya is giving you not just enough reasons to lose weight, but also how to do it using your mind. Is that even possible? Pata lagate hain. Hi Vidhya, welcome to Bedazzle.
Hello Zora, thank you for having me here again. Today I'm going to talk to you about a very famous myth that people have about weight loss. If I diet and exercise, then I can lose weight. So the reason diets don't work because they are flawed and they cannot be sustained on a long-term basis. So if like me, you have tried many diets and you have not been successful, then it's not your fault. Welcome to the club. So have you thought, if diets did work, then why do we have new diets every day, replacing the old ones, promising to deliver what the old ones didn't? Today there are more gyms, more weight loss programs and more diets and loads of advice on the net. And yet, there's more people overweight than before. So let me share my own love story with diets. So I was a skinny kid, but I started putting on weight at the age of 9. And when I reached 15, I was so conscious about my overweight of 5 kilos. You know at that age how it feels. Peer pressures and everything was about how good you look. So then I started this journey of trying different types of diets, going from no fat to low fat, no carbs to low carbs. Diets changed and my weight kept fluctuating. I did manage to lose weight after a lot of effort, a lot of starvation, but then something would happen in my life, some external situations would change, then I go back to my old weight, and sometimes I would gain more than what I lost. Now, thanks to RTT, I understood why I put on the weight and why this fluctuation was happening. This is because we change our eating habits and our exercise regime only for the period where we want to lose the weight. Once we achieve our target weight, because the emotions and the feelings related to food is the same, we go back to our old pattern. So I've seen this with myself and with many of my clients when you go on, for example, a low-calorie diet, which sometimes is smoothies and bland salads. So what I used to feel then was a feeling of starvation because I'm forced to eat something which I don't like, and then I see people around me enjoying whatever they want and being their ideal weight. That's why weight loss with diets don't stick for long. They are short-term and temporary. And that's where RTT really helps because, as I've mentioned before, RTT means rapid transformational therapy. So it's rapid, it's quick, it's transformational because it's permanent. And the reason it's quick and permanent is because we work with the subconscious mind. So all the diets, all the exercise that you do and all the other weight loss programs that you follow, it works at a conscious level. So next week, I'm going to talk to you about how to work with your subconscious mind and achieve your dream body and ideal weight.
Let's take a quick breather and I'll see you on the other side of the break. After that electrifying debut on TV, NKD is back with some more dance tutorials. So get your dancing shoes on because we begin in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to NKD and in this fun segment where we teach you how to dance. And today I want to introduce you to our lead instructor, Umang. She's been training for over 10 years now and she's a trained dancer in jazz and bhangra. And how excited are you to teach our students some moves?
Guys, I'm super excited and can't wait you all to see this segment. We're teaching you all different dance forms and just can't wait to you to try our new choreographies.
So see you guys inside.
So hey guys, NKD is back with a second song that's called Mundiya To Bach Ke Rahi 2. Let's start the tutorial. So the first step is you bounce on the left side twice with the left leg, bounce, bounce, and then you join your right leg again, bounce, bounce. You do that again, left, left, and then join, join. Now the same thing you have to go back on the right side, 5, 6, 7, go, 1 and 2 and a 3 and drop your hands, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a drop your hands, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a drop your hands. So the next step is, the moment you do last drop your hand, you use your right hand and cover your eyes. Take your right leg out with it. Now bring it center. The same thing on the left side. Cover your eyes and bring it center. Same thing repeats. Body is the same. You just change the hand. Face and center and a face and center. So let's try the whole step. 5, 6, 7, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now face and center, face and center. We'll do the whole count again from the top. 5, 6, 7, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 5 and 6 and a 7 and drop your hands. 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4. 5 and 6 and right hand set and 1, 2, 3, 4. On your face. 2, 3, 4. The next step, for the next step you have to walk forward 8 counts with your shoulders moving right, left, right, left. 8 counts starting with the right leg, left shoulder will come forward. 5, 6, 7, start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now same thing, you go back starting with the right leg. 5, 6, 7, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the easiest part is now you hit on the right, your left heel will leave the floor, right will stay on the floor. So 1 and then change 2, join your right leg, step, step, and you walk back on 4 counts. Bend your body forward and walk back. 1, 2, 3, 4. The moment you're back, you lift your right leg and place it in front of the left with your hands coming down in the center. Bring it center again, change leg, left cross and center. So the whole step will be 5, 6, 7 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the last step is your left leg is on the floor, hand will come down, you will just stretch your left arm, left leg will come up, pull and stretch it back, and a front and a back. Again, front, back, front.
A slew of theatrical and OTT releases across all genres, and we are so confused about what to watch. So let's simply follow suggestions from Santosh on Watch Me If You Can.
Welcome to Watch Me If You Can. Today we're going to be starting with a 12-part web series on Netflix called All of Us Are Dead. I can't understand the Korean obsession with zombie flicks, but they love it and they do a fantastic job. So after Train to Busan and Peninsula, now we have All of Us Are Dead. What happens essentially is a man-made virus goes wrong, and in a school science lab, the virus is created and the students run for their lives. So 12 hours of time is what you need to invest in watching this. It's a wonderful series created by Lee Jae-kyo and Kim Nam-soo. I'm not going to go with the names of the rest of the cast. Tongue twister hai, mere ko samajh mein nahi aa raha hai. But I'll tell you a bit of the story. So what happens is there are so many subplots, but the students, one of them is infected, and how the virus spreads and how they all turn into zombies. What is important about this series is how the Koreans make their screenplay so engaging. It's full of emotions and drama and humor and suspense and horror. To put all that together in one series is difficult. Not everybody can do that, but the Koreans do such a wonderful job. It is exasperating at times. 12 hours, 12 episodes is too long. 9 mein khatam kar dena chahiye tha. But nonetheless, it's a great watch. Do give it a watch. Our next review थोड़ा deep में जाएंगे. We're talking about गहराइयाँ, directed by शकुन बत्रा.
जब हम छोटे थे, टी और मेरी लाइफ बिल्कुल सेम थी.
After a wonderful Kapoor and Sons, Shakun Batra is back with Deepika Padukone, Siddhant Chaturvedi, Ananya Pandey, Nasiruddin Shah and Dhairya Karwa. So what is this film about? It's about relationships. Shakun knows how to explore deep relationships, the depth of every character. It has shades of light blue throughout the film, indicating the depth of the ocean. And every character is like that. Deepika is fighting her own ghosts, so is Siddhant, so is Ananya. And the film is so layered that in 2 hours, you wonder what is going to happen next. But the last 20 minutes takes the graph of the film on a different level as the can of worms unfolds. It's similar to Kapoor and Sons. It follows more or less the same pattern, but it's a wonderful watch. इस फिल्म में पहली बार इंडियन सिनेमा में जैसे इंटीमेसी डायरेक्टर जो डर नहीं गई. Her name is DARGAI, डर गई. She's a Ukrainian filmmaker, and the role of an intimacy director is gaining prominence, particularly because of the exposure of intimacy on OTT platforms. So there she is, along with the Indian counterpart of hers, the intimacy assistant, so to say. Her name is Neha Vyas. And they've done a wonderful job to keep it more intimate and soulful rather than vulgar and gross. But it's a wonderful film. Deepika gives one of her best performances. Siddhant Chaturvedi puts up a good show. He looks stunning. Dhairya Karwaha is a little stiff. He needs to get his act together. Ananya Pandey springs a surprise. She's done a wonderful job. Dubai friend of mine, Anup Sharma, is there in a brief role. Hi Anup. Nasiruddin Shah is in a very brief role, but towards the climax he excels. He speaks less, but everything, his look and his eyes say it all. Sujat Kapoor is there again, repeating his Kapoor and Sons act. But overall, it's a wonderful film. It's out on Amazon Prime. To give it a watch. That's all for today. I have a lot of other films and other series to review, but waqt kam hai, so I'll see you all next week.
And with that, it's about time I make a move. But as always, do not forget to share your valuable feedback on our social media handles. Bedazzled again, same time next week with me, Zora Amin.